Okay, guys, I have an amazing Jewel Circus theory. I'll probably animate this, or like something, I don't know. But, I have a theory. So, my theory, Jax is actually Scratch. No one else has said this, but I think I'm right, okay? Cause they're both animals. They both have very similar eyes. They both kind of act similar, in my opinion. And uh, they're very similar, bro. You know, he abstracted. You ask, how could it be Jax? You ask. The Amazing Digital Circus keeps like their minds are trapped forever, right? So like their minds are still in the Mason Digital Circus even after they abstract. Because where would their minds go after they abstract? Would they leave? No, because their minds are trapped in there forever. And yeah, so you say, oh, so if they're abstracted, like their mind might be in like somewhere else. I don't know. What if they're maybe they keep their minds and their minds like are stored somewhere else, and then sometimes like if the Mason of the Circus is like running out of people, maybe like if there's like no people like anyone else joining, maybe just maybe either Kane or Abel or like the program thing itself, I don't know, someone adds them back, like their mind like back into a character, right? um but like Kane or someone makes them forget their past memories. You say, oh, like why I'm talking about like specifically Jax being Scratch. Well, it should show on the screen, maybe hopefully if I don't get copyrighted. He when Kinger is talking about Scratch being like a coder and stuff, Jax has an expression and reaches out his hand trying to stop Kinger from talking so he can talk himself. And yeah, so that no one else is talking about that moment when Jax does that, but I noticed it. I know, like I had a feeling like immediately like, oh my gosh, he's Scratch. Because like literally they're like pretty much the same. And you know how like some people theorize that Pomni could be Ribbit or Kaufmo or both? Exactly. But Kane made her forget, or someone made her forget. But Jax, he somehow remembered. And now this might sound crazy, guys, I know. But maybe somehow he remembered, and he remembers some parts of his past life of being Scratch. You know? Because the Mason Circus is reusing their minds. And I don't know, like there's designs of the characters, like on like, oh, like this one would be Zooble, like the what's it called, the worm thing would be Zooble, and the jester is Pomni, and Scratch is Jax. Scratch is Jax. Jax is Scratch. And some other characters I kind of forget about. But yeah, I'll show the image if I can. But like, it's crazy, right? Like, so basically, what else was I saying? So my thing is, humans abstract, right? Kane or someone or the thing itself reuses their minds and put them as new characters, but they forget about who they used to be. I'm not sure. So when they abstract, you saw when Jax was abstracting, he was like going through like a thing like, la 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 la, this is like peaceful. And then like, when he woke up, you saw the weird eye thing, so confirmed that he was abstracting. But then again, he has panic attacks there and now, and like it makes, so like I'm confused on like what abstracting, like I don't know, like maybe like he does that and then like they just pass out and then abstract. I'm not sure really. But let's say talk about the process when they're abstracting. They're abstracting currently, like they're asleep, like I'm dreaming of being like naked or what, I don't know. So like they're in the state where like like the state, and they are going and stuff, and then that and then their minds go somewhere else, right? Maybe their minds go into like a new system, maybe like maybe a peaceful environment that their minds just stay in there forever until the program or whoever decides to turn them into characters and torture them again. And their bodies become abstracted and tries to kill people. I mean, abstract other people, I don't know. Glitch out things. And that's why it's glitchy, because the program doesn't know what to do with their bodies, so their bodies are just left there. They can't die, right? Like there's no rotting or anything. So what happens to their bodies is, since like the program doesn't know, their bodies glitch out and become this abstracted eyeball thing and glitches them out, right? Hi, making a video. And oh my gosh, I should have snapped my nail. Or my finger. Anyway, so, right? And I don't know who's doing all that stuff, like reusing their minds, but who knows, right? Like, and Kinger, very unique character. He's been in the circus for a long time. He is a programmer like Scratch / JAX. I believe I am confident that JAX is Scratch and Scratch is JAX. So, Kinger. So, he knows, like everyone abstracted. His wife sadly abstracted, but I don't know who could be his wife. Though, Ragatha, right? Yeah, I mean, of course you do. Why else would you be watching this video? So, Ragatha. She remembers her real life, right? Of her mother being mean to her. But Queenie, is probably like, Kinger's wife, that, like, Kinger, like, I want to bring my wife into this, like, new AI system coding thingamajiggy, with me. And I was like, oh yeah, Queenie, it'll be fun. Yeah, that didn't go well. But anyway, so there's no way Ragatha could be Queenie, right? Because, like, their pasts are different. But, okay, this could be a possibility. So maybe I'll have, like, two things. Like, okay, so, first, what if Kane or someone or whatever is, like, doing all this, like, gives them fake memories? Like, I don't know if you heard of that, like, one, like, depression type of thing, but like, I don't know, something kind of like that, like fake, like traumatic memories or something. It's like fake memories, right? Like, what if like something gave like Queenie fake memories, like after like blah blah blah, and like what if she became Ragatha and got fake memories? But that, like, no way, guys, like that can't be, no, like that doesn't sound right. Is probably what you're saying. So, there's a second possibility. New people can find the thing, right? So, we don't know, like, much about, like, if Ribbit's, like, backstory of, like, before entering the Dimensional Circus. So, maybe they use their, like, the system uses their old memories. Or, like, just gives them, like, new ones. Which, I don't know, is, like, kind of confusing. But there's also another third possibility that is maybe way darker. So, let's talk about that third possibility, why don't we? The third possibility. Oh, boy. So, what if... Okay, so there's like a few possibilities in the third possibility. So, they mind's trapped, right? But they don't actually go into the Amazing Digital Circus. Their mind is just copied and pasted into it, right? Kind of like, I think, you could do with the AI chatbot if you write a big enough prompt in an AI chatbot. So as you see, I did use like some talkie and some videos to try to do that. Like, some videos I did like AI Kinger. It was like interesting, I guess. Not very many views I don't remember. But yes, very interesting, right? I've written a very big prompt for some AIs that like have similar maybe mindsets. But okay, so that's like probably not it. Like, not the AI thing, but their minds may be copied and pasted into the Amazing Digital Circus, right? So their minds are separate from, like, their mind in the circus is separate from their real self, right? So either their brain like is like either it's like, or it could be a cut and paste. Because I heard, like, like, cut the word, but you still have it, and, like, you paste it. So, it could be that, but that wouldn't make very much sense, though, right? So, let's say a person, oh, look, a headset. I'm going to put this on. It's totally not going to bring me into a circus in this abandoned building. Puts on the headset. Their mind gets transferred. Their mind is like, oh wow, this is a cool game, I guess. Their real mind currently being taken, blah blah blah, takes their brain, puts it into this program so the AI can torture them. So maybe Abel can, like, I don't know, torture Cain, or I don't know. And then what was I saying? And so after, like, they played the game, they're like, oh, very interesting game. Well, anyways, so, their real bodies, right? Or back to their real brains, right? So if it's copy and pasted, so their brains, so it's like a whole new person in the Amazing Digital Circus, just with the same mind basically. The real person that, like, put the headset on or whatever happened is fine in the real world, and they are living a lovely life, not knowing that their own conscious brain was copy and pasted into a Digital Circus for an AI to torture and torment them, not even realizing that he was yeah. I'm out of breath from all this talk. Why don't I take a drink? Delicious. Now, crazy, right? Now, I talked so fast, I might have to slow down the video. I probably sounded like one of those ad people in the ads that go like, make hostages, blah, 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 like, blah, 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 I don't know. What is that smell? I smell poison. Anyway, so, yeah, that's basically the Amazing Digital Circus theory that I have. Oh, yeah, also, so if it's, like, cut and pasted, okay, so there's, like, a thing, like, what was it, like, they're connected to, like, these pod things, and their mind, like, is connected to it, and they get trapped there, and their bodies, and then their bodies, or, like, the headset and their mind is just in there, but their bodies in the real world may be gone, right? Well, yes. But some people say, oh yeah, their mind is just, like, they're just seeing everything, like, their mind, but their bodies are dead, right? So, like, their minds, if like, it is, like, the case with, like, a normal headset, but, like, one where your spine is broken, then it wouldn't really make sense, because if they died in the real world, they would die in the game. Not talking about Sword Art Online, which sounds kind of similar right now. What? And it was not based off of that, so that's wrong. I don't know. Could be wrong. Could be right. I don't know. But I believe that their mind is just copy and pasted into there, and now their minds belong there and are stuck there for, well, I'm sorry if you wanted to believe that there was a possible exit somehow. There must be an exit, you say. Oh, some exit. Pomni found one. Oh no, it's just an illusion of nothing. Sorry. No, there is actually no exit. Yeah, there's no exit. None. None. No exit. Because their minds are literally trapped there forever. You can't uncopy and paste, or else like they'll never exist, right? Because like the real person is like fine, so like then the character would never exist, right? Or like will just be deleted, I guess. I don't know. But so like, right? So like, if the character's minds were able to find an exit, I don't know how would that work. They would just like evaporate, like it wouldn't work. So like they cannot leave, like it's impossible. They're stuck. Their mind, the mind of the person who left their mind there, but still has another mind. Sounds confusing. Are like stuck there forever and can never escape. And they're just stuck there forever with no escape. And that's why there's an AI, because they had that so their minds could be tested with the AI without actually having to go into there and stuff. So yeah, and the AI like tests like, oh yes, program, and they watch and they're like, yes, the AI is working on building a house for our little characters of our minds. And not realizing that your own mind is trapped in the game. But they're trapped. But I mean, Kane, he tries to make them happy. He tries to. Oh, you want an exit? These are some images of an exit. Here, have an exit door. They go through it. It's not real, Kane. You tricked me. Oh, sorry. Well, you want, an escape adventure. I think. Escape the circus? Well, that sounds like a fun adventure. Even though it doesn't make sense why you would want to leave me. Well, I'll make it anyways. Alright, here's your adventure. I hope you have fun and be happy. At the end, they learn that Kane did it because they thought he was trying to trick them, and then they realized it wasn't a real exit, and they become sad. Their minds, like the minds are so focused on leaving that thing, the place, and wanting to leave, just like it never works. It abstracts them, and that's why they abstract. They have to abstract, so they forget about it, so they don't be tortured with those thoughts of what happens if I leave? Can I leave? Even though they can never reach that goal of escaping. Never. So that's why they have to abstract and then come as new characters who lost their memory. Although it would just be easier to get rid of their memories like there, but okay. A drink of my drink. And yeah. So they can never leave. Kane is misunderstood. He just tries to help them feel better. People are either mad at Kane or Kinger. I believe both of them made mistakes, but they didn't mean to. Kane tried to help. He was built like, oh, I have to keep these people happy because, they were testing out the AI. So, okay, I'm going to keep these, good, healthy, happy, whatever. He ate his brother Abel. I don't think eating your brother is very nice, but anyways, so yeah. Oh yeah, I think Abel is Bubble. When I saw Bubble like talking to like Cain directly, I was like, that's Abel. That's Abel. Yeah, so basically, yeah, and Kinger, he was like trying to figure out like, what were they doing again? Like, okay, so right, so Kinger was trying to figure out how to fix Cain, right? Because Cain was acting up because they didn't like his adventures, which what he was basically built for. So he was like, oh, they don't like my adventures. I was literally made for that. If I can't do that, what can I do? Nothing. That's why I need to torture them because, well, I don't know what he thinks, but, I don't know, like, what he would do, but, so Kinger tried to, like, figure out, like, programs on how to fix him and, put him to sleep temporarily so they can figure out how to fix him, and since Cain was low-key lagging everything, Kinger accidentally, deleted Cain, who built all of that, and then that's why the place is falling apart. But they have powers, right? Since their mind is trapped there, I guess they have some admin abilities that they can do, like make their own stuff. But since their minds, like copied minds from humans, it's harder for them to figure it out. Cain is a built AI who immediately learned how to because he's an AI, learned how to make all that stuff quickly, right? Because he's an AI. AIs probably learn fast, but human minds might have some trouble and result in trying over and over again, right? Or it gets hard. Like, let's say you're skating. The first time you skate isn't good, right? So you keep trying, and then eventually you'll get good at it. So, sorry, my mom had to talk to me. So anyway, what was I saying? Video. Gosh. So basically, yeah. So Kinger accidentally deleted Cain. So Cain, some people wait, they can remember their real names now, right? I'm actually not sure about that one. Let me think. So, their minds, the real people, were copy and pasted into the game. They don't have much memory of their past, right? But the reason is because maybe Cain or whatever, got rid of their memories, maybe temporarily, I'm not sure, maybe permanently, I'm not sure how that could happen either. So they wouldn't know that they're copied minds, right? The people would have been the person, the real person, right? It's probably would have known that their mind would be copy and pasted, the original testers. They'd be oh, okay. They would have memory of that, right? Of their mind being copy and pasted. Though, the other characters don't know that because, they went after it was abandoned and, put it on without knowing their minds would be copy and pasted. So that's why they don't remember. So, maybe they did. Yes, they did. Scratch was a coder, right? I want to leave. Cain, you need to help us here. We need to leave. I know we might be copy and pasted characters, right? Copy and pasted mine. But I want to get out of here. I don't want to be here. I'm a mind, but I don't want, what? So, Kinger forget, mostly everything, because he's been in there for so long. A mind. Being somewhere without very much, I don't know, something I don't know, old people, forget things sometimes. So, How old is Kinger anyways? I don't know. So anyway, yeah. But let's say maybe some characters, let's say, maybe it's the other way around, like they do forget, the thing actually makes their memories from their past, like the memory of them, of their mind being copy and pasted, so yeah, and then their mind gets trapped inside of there forever, and then eventually they're like, I want to leave, or I want something to end, I don't want any of this, and then they abstract and become new characters, loses some of their memories of being past characters, but it's still the same mind after all, and decides, hey, maybe stop, if they actually, remembered, if they could remember, maybe it'd be better, hey, if you have the humans, hey, oh, you abstracted, but make them remember that they abstracted, maybe they won't try to look for the exit again, but I don't know. I'm not trying to sound like a evil here, but seriously, I don't know. It's almost like those science experiments, those little science experiments that I test and do, thinking they're so little, yet I delete some parts of something that could be important, but I'd never know that. So how would they know, hey, what if that's secretly actually important? Let's say I'm making an AI. I do a bunch of make the AI so much dialogue, or not dialogue, the prompting script, whatever, the script on what they're supposed to do, their mind, how they act, feel, look. And then let's say I decided either to delete the AI. Wait, I don't think you can on Talkie, but let's say you decide, to change the description a little. That part of them is changed, so I don't really know what to think about that. But when you have a conversation with them and then reset or delete some words from the conversation, it disappears, right? So what if that's abstraction? I don't know. I think it's getting too late. And now my mind is now thinking on what probably doesn't make sense or isn't accurate. So I should probably get some sleep and think more about this tomorrow. So maybe I'll make a part 2. But yes, so the way I started out was probably what I actually thought was true. And now that my mind is getting tired, my mind needs to rest and get some sleep so it can function better. And if you're watching this late at night, go to sleep. I recommend you to go to sleep, get some good sleep, because if you watch this without good sleep, none of this will make sense. You'll probably forget about it. Probably forget about me. You'll probably not acknowledge this. Or you'll probably think that, oh my gosh, this is actually canon and true. Even though it is not canon, it's not confirmed canon yet. So we don't know. Okay? So it's not canon. It's not officially canon. It's just a theory. It's just a guess on what, if of my theory, on what I think it is. It's not. I'm not one of the people who make the Amazing Circus. I don't know if I seem like someone who would, or I don't know, but I don't have any part of making it. I know Amazing Circus has used some references from things that, time JAX's skin was peeled off and revealed to be a yellow character. I think that was what's it called? Like a reference to drawing, and as the maid JAX was a reference, and maybe some other things were references. So yeah. Don't take this all lighthearted or lightly. Don't think about it like it being canon too much. I mean, do think about it. Like, hey, maybe like if you rewatch it, rewatch episode 8 after watching this video, hey, maybe you'll start to see some of the things I talked about. So I could be right, but just take this. It's not canon. It is a guess, and we don't know if it is canon or not. I mean, it could be, and I just could be canon, I just don't know, and I'm just making a guess, and it could be right. Yeah, there's 50% chance. I don't want my cat. 50% chance. So like, could be right, could be wrong. But anyways, after that, if you're watching this late at night, recommend you to go to sleep. Your brain will function better. You'll be able to think about theories more, if that's why you're watching this video. And go to sleep. Have a good night. If you are watching this during the day, in the morning, I don't know really other any time. Well, that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye. Koala. Meow.